What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I am your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. That, of course, watching my back, as always, the Alexis Arguello puppet right there, dressed to kill. We're back with another banger of an episode. I say dressed to kill because he's wearing a tie. I am not. So he's the best dressed on the show. I'm the talker. And that's the way we keep it. That's why we have such a great working relationship. We are back with another banger of an episode. Y'all know what we do here. The most amazing and real boxing conversations anywhere on planet Earth. Legends, luminaries, world champions, and fighters on the rise coming here to chop it up with yours truly, your boy Reckless Rex, as we continue the summer of Hagler, which is, by the way, winding down. Very depressing. At the time of this recording, it is Wednesday, September 3rd. Couple more weeks until summer. But the good news is 10 more days until a boxing super fight. And we are going to see Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford with, by the way, a fantastic undercard. Very exciting. There's a palpable buzz in the boxing community. My boxing brethren, I know you can feel it. We don't get a lot of super fights. Maybe the last one was Floyd and Manny. I don't know. Last one that I can really think of that generated this type of excitement. So, going to be a good one. You know me, especially on the Facebook page. I usually post my predictions. I will not do that with this fight. This is a very tough one to call. I'm a fan of both gentlemen. So, it's just going to be fun to kick back and watch. Folks out there, make sure you got your Netflix subscription up to snuff. You're going to need it for this one. And listen, I don't know. Tap in, man. It's really, if you're a boxing fan and you missed this one, you can no longer call yourself a boxing fan. I'm sorry. You're getting your boxing card fan. You're getting the card pulled. So anyway, got another great episode, another great guest with another great story. And y'all know what we do. As I said, the best and most real conversations. We're all over the board with it, chopping it up about this, chopping it up about that. You never know where we'll go. The focus will always come back to boxing. But listen, we're always moving. We're always moving different directions, having some laughs, chopping it up. And that's what we do here. Bringing back the art of conversation with boxing's best and brightest. And you can go check the past episodes. We are north of 280 episodes. I find it hard to even believe when I say it. And of course, big utmost thanks go out to my viewers, my subscribers, and ultimately the utmost gratitude to my guests, without whom I could not do this. So generous with their time, blows my mind, the people that I've had on this podcast. We built it from the ground up. No cheating, no shortcuts. It's raw, it's real, it's unfiltered. We just started reaching out to guests a couple of years ago, and we've built what we've built here, man, and it continues to grow, and that's thanks to you guys. I'm always checking the analytics. We're always trending upwards, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot, but we're always going in the right direction. That's what's most important. So you got a podcast, you know what you got to do. You got to pimp it. So I don't know. The pimp pan is feeling somewhat strong right now. So here we go. Make sure to tap into Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. The page is Off the Couch Boxing and Podscum. Tap in. You'll get updates on new episodes when they are dropping, who I will have on those episodes, and any other big boxing news. If it is popping off in the fight game, your boy Reckless Rex has got you guys covered. You will be in the loop. You will be informed. And of course, if you're watching right now, like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell to stay tapped in. This is where you really need to be. My guest, we're getting down to it with him. There he is right there, man. And I'm happy to have him on here, man. DEMOND, what's up, man?
How you doing, man?
I'm super excited to have you on here, man. I appreciate you doing it, man. Really.
I'm excited to be on it. Thank you for having me.
Wow. I don't have a lot of people can tell me that they're as equally excited. You know, nobody usually matches the enthusiasm, you know what I mean? But,
I like your war hat too, man.
Oh, thank you. Listen, a couple months ago, I deemed it the summer of Hagler, and I've been rocking with it.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
don't know
sir.
why it's a summer of Hagler. There's no justified reason for it. I just felt like this is what this summer should be.
Man, hey, there we go. That's
Why
what it
not
is.
celebrate the marvelous one? You know?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
so Demond, first of all, I'm happy to have you on here. And when I start these things, I usually kind of like to go back to the beginning and learn a little bit about your origin story, your journey. When did you first get a pair of boxing gloves on? How did the journey start for you?
So the journey started because when I was 6 years old, they didn't allow 6-year-olds to play tackle football. So my dad was like, the only other thing I could sign up for was boxing. So I was like, hey, let's go. And that was what, 26 years ago, and I've been here ever since.
You just had to hit something, right? I got to
Yes,
hit
sir.
something. I got to
Yes,
hit
sir.
something.
Yes, sir.
and,
Yes, sir.
and so I'm curious, man, because throughout the course of time, so much has been debated on when an athlete is in his prime. You're 32 years old. Where do you feel like you are in terms of your prime?
For me, honestly, I would say I hit my prime around my early 20s, from
Okay.
20 to like 24.
Okay.
When I was 26, my kidneys had failed.
Yes.
And then after that, I would say I really, really, really reached my prime around 29, 30, 31 years old. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
went to a stage where as though I felt like I was unstoppable. Um, I was in shape. Well, I'm still in shape, but I was in crazy shape. And so I would say, like, as a man, I would say like right now is my prime years.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'm glad you touched on the kidney thing because I'm sure
Mhm.
people would like to know and have an update on like where you are health
Mhm.
wise right now. I work by day as a nurse, so the nurse in me has to ask. I have to know
Oh
as a
yeah,
nurse. Yeah. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're helping a lot of souls out there, man. Thank you for your service, man.
I try. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And so
So
where
you
are
said,
you with your own health?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You said a lot of. I'm sorry. Can you ask that question again?
Yeah, I just wanted to know. I'm sure people who like what you do, I mean, who are
Mhm.
fans, would like to know, have an update on like where you are with your health.
Oh, so where I am with my health now, um, I'm 100%. I'm 100% healthy. Thankfully. One thing I realized though is, man, I train hard. I train
Yeah.
hard. I train really hard. And when it's time for me to cut weight and stuff like that, my body, uh, really it functions well. But it's like I can't. It's only but so much weight I can really lose
Yeah.
as a fighter and stuff like that. So it's like I either fight the weight I'm at or don't fight at all. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
but overall health wise, I'm fantastic.
And so
I'm
what was
fantastic.
the cause of your health issues? Now, I know it's kidney related, but for
Uh-huh.
people that don't know, what exactly happened to you?
Um what exactly happened? It's called I developed something called rhabdomyolysis.
Okay.
So that's when your muscle tissue breaks down inside of your kidneys and your kidneys can't flush out. You can't pee, you can't do nothing.
Wow.
And so yeah, that's how it started. And can you see me?
Yep. Yep. Oh, we lost him. We lost him. We lost him. DeMond Nicholson. He's the best at it, but me and him are probably not the best at technology. And he's back in right now. There he is. Yeah, I knew we'd get him back. I
Apologize.
knew
I
we'd get him back in.
apologize.
There we go. There you
I
go. There you go.
apologize. I apologize.
No,
Yeah.
listen,
So
man. Yeah, I've had technical issues many, many times on here, and the good news is
yeah.
I leave them all in because I'm just too old to edit anything. I leave it all in.
Yes, sir. So for me, my muscle tissue broke down to my kidneys.
Yeah.
Actually, right after my weigh-in, that's when my kidneys had failed. And a week before that, I went and got a physical, my yearly physical, got checked out, everything was okay. And the next week I fought. And that day when I weighed in, I really didn't feel my best going into the weigh-in. I was trying to cut weight.
Hmm.
I was doing any and everything I could to cut weight in the sauna, in the sauna, soaking in Epsom salt and everything. And I guess that led to my muscle tissue breaking down. But what I was told was that takes time. It doesn't happen in a
Right.
day's time. You know what I mean? So
Right.
back then, when my kidneys had failed, I was fighting. Um, I had fought like every 3 months. I had three fights in like three fights in under a year span. You know what I mean? Because I was knocking
Yeah.
out people. So honestly think that came from me going up to 190, 195, and going back down to 168. It took a toll on my body.
Sure. That's
Yeah,
scary.
it took a toll on my
Yeah.
body. And
That's
like I
extremely
said,
scary.
I've been cutting weight since I was 10 years old. So
Right. 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 Right.
3 years, yeah.
And so, has a doctor advised you, whatever weight you're at, fight at, don't try doing this weight cutting anymore?
Um, yes. Did I listen? No.
No, no, of course you
but
didn't.
but but it's like now, I'm like I said, I'm 32 years old. I've been in the boxing gym 26 years. I see it though as now, it's time to pass on the knowledge that I've gained throughout
Yeah,
these years. I know for a fact, man, I'm one of the most talented fighters on the planet, but I just, when it comes to getting a world title, I really didn't have the um the knowledge around me to lose the weight and get stuff down. And like I
right.
said, man, I don't know if you know, but I started my professional career with Lamont Peterson.
Okay, okay.
And Lamont himself, man, his record and who he is as a fighter speaks for itself.
Yes.
So when you got a kid like me, young, hungry, from a place where nobody really makes it out, and I'm around a person like that, his work ethic rubbed off on me entirely. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, of
So
course.
I'm one of the fighters you say, man, excuse my language, I worked my ass off. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
I worked my butt off, and everything that I got was just based off of hard work, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so for fans that might not know, so you just fought in July, so you are still
Yes.
fighting though.
Yes. That
Yeah.
was my last fight though.
So you are officially done.
I'm officially done.
Did you announce your retirement already, or
Nah, I didn't. I didn't announce it. Um, I'm gonna be more. I'm a. I will announce it. Well, I'm announcing it on here. This is my
it's an
first time.
exclusive? You just
This
gave me an
yeah.
exclusive.
Yes. This is my first time. This is my first time, and I really appreciate that. But
Yeah. Is
I
this
have
a
a
hard
lot.
is this a hard decision for you though? Is it almost melancholy? Is it a
It
tough thing?
definitely it definitely is a hard decision because I don't know if you're familiar with our subconscious mind.
Sure, of course. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so for me, once I learned about how we can rewire our subconscious mind, I was what, 28 years old. I
yeah,
rewired my subconscious mind to only not just be the best fighter in the world, but to be the best and become a champion and stuff like that. But
right.
what I have to realize is I realize it consciously, but subconsciously, I'm still rewiring it. I am a champion at life.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Like
yes,
I have to realize that I am a champion at life. It's not too many fighters that compete on the world stage, on the world level, pay-per-view, and their kidneys have failed. They
yeah,
return back to doing what they love,
yeah,
making a lot of money, and having fun, enjoying what they're doing. So, man,
yeah.
I'm happy. Let me say that I'm happy.
Did
I'm
you
a,
grow up watching a lot of boxing, and were there guys that you were looking at that you wanted to
oh
emulate?
yes, sir. I grew up. Like I said, I've been in the gym since I was 6.
Yeah.
The
Who are you
person I grew up
watching?
wanting to emulate was Muhammad Ali.
Yeah,
Muhammad Ali. Of course, I mean, if you grew up in my era, you watched Floyd Mayweather
of course.
daily,
Yeah,
daily,
yeah, yeah,
daily.
I can see you. I can see you being drawn to Muhammad Ali, though. I
Yeah.
don't know if you're making the correlation at an early age, but obviously another guy, a champion in life outside of the ring.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yes, man. So, like, for me now, it's time. Like, man, I got a few ideas. Not a few. I have a lot of ideas that I want to do to push forward for the young fighters that come up like me who didn't really have have the real guidance in life. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
if you really look at it, it's a known fact. Every great trainer was a great fighter. They just didn't have all the pieces to the puzzle.
right,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So for
yeah,
me, for me, for me, I know for a fact I'm gonna be one of the best trainers ever. I know
okay,
it for a fact. There's not a
oh,
doubt in my mind.
yeah,
I have a lot of up and coming young fighters too. Um, that's in my camp that I'm training daily, that I'm preparing, getting them ready. And it's all mental. It's all mental.
yes, yes, yeah,
It's
and
all
I'm glad
mental.
you're saying that. I'm glad you're saying that because,
Yeah.
because I think a lot of fighters, and I just had somebody on the show a couple days ago,
Hmm.
who made the statement that there's a lot of great coaches, but not a
Right.
lot of great teachers.
That's that's the key. It's not about
Actually,
being a go.
actually, it was a couple days ago, and it was current undefeated cruiserweight Robin Safar who made that statement.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And I stand behind him 100%.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Boxing is not number one, boxing is not a sport. It's not a
Yeah.
sport. Boxing is a lifestyle.
Yes.
And when you're growing up as a kid, you have to be taught, not coached. You could be coached, but a coach and a teacher is two different things.
Yes.
Two
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
So yes, I agree. That's what I'm doing. I'm teaching. And like like I said, I grew up around Lamar Peterson. I grew up around a lot of great champions, actually. Sean B. Mitchell, William Joppy, Keith Holmes. Um,
I've had Mr. Joppy on the podcast a couple times.
yes, sir.
Love
Yes,
him.
sir.
Love him. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like when I was a kid, when I was 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, um, in my gym, I actually went to summer camp. I used to sneak downstairs and watch Joppy, Sean Bay,
Yeah.
Hakeem Rockman when he beat Lennox Lewis. I used to watch them train.
Yeah.
I used to watch them train. So like, um, yeah, man. I grew up around some real legends in my home. You know what I mean? In the boxing world, not just my home.
What
You
do you
know?
feel like? What do you feel like? Since you do have you do want to put a focus on teaching as well
Mhm.
as coaching young fighters. What commonly do you see as obstacles, pitfalls that they're encountering early on in their career here in 2025?
So a lot of things that I see go wrong with these young fighters are a lot of it. I mean, I hate to say it, and I really don't want to say it, but a lot of it is their coaching.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of it is their coaching. We have a lot of coaches in today's time that's never put on a pair of boxing gloves, or if
yeah,
they did put on a boxing glove, they never been inside of the ring or in a real fight. You know,
yeah,
a lot of guys are learning off of YouTube or their son was in the gym and they watch and they learn like that way. But it's a big difference when you get inside that square circle.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
major difference. It's a major, major difference. And because of that, the amateur boxing, like I'm dealing with the amateur boxing now. The amateur boxing is nowhere near how it used to be. It's still good, but it's nowhere near how it used to be, you know? But I think by me being more involved now, I'm about to start taking my fighters to the national tournaments. I hope, I don't hope, I know I'm going to make a big difference. I'm going to make
Do,
a big difference.
do you feel like you will be in their ear in terms of other than just the fundamentals and the physical aspect
Mhm.
of it? Do you feel like you feel like you learned a lot in your journey as far as like connecting some of the dots in their life? Like I just had somebody on
Yes,
here the other day. I just had somebody
yes.
on here the other day who kind of said,
Right.
if I were able to talk to young fighters, I would definitely tell them early on in their career about contractual stuff and getting an accountant and having stuff looked over and being smart with their money early on in their careers.
The crazy thing about it, I've been doing that for the past 2 years.
Good.
I mean, I have some young professional fighters that I've been talking to, giving them business ideas,
Yep.
life insurance policy ideas, all that, because I did not have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had that, don't get me wrong. It's few things. No, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
And it's missing from the game. It is missing from the game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it is. There's not a lot of coaches, I think, who can, teach you how to throw a left hook and give you sound advice on like stuff outside the ring. That's rare.
Exactly. And,
that's rare.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing that's rare, but it's not rare. Only a real fighter can understand this, and a real teacher can understand this. But one thing I'm learning is. One thing I know, I'm not learning, but I can tell a lot about a person by how they fight.
Yeah.
How they carry themselves after their fight. What's going on inside of their life, what's going on inside, the gym or whatever. Like it's a lot of things to boxing that you can tell about a person, but you have to be in it to understand.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of stuff out there that is distracting you to a young fighter. I recently had a trainer on here, and I asked him kind of that same question: what he sees as common pitfalls or whatever. And he says a lot of guys show up to the gym and they're absorbed in that technology. Cell phones.
Yes. And you know what? That's crazy. You say that because when I was training. I don't care if my phone ring. I don't care if I got a text message. When I step in that gym, it's no phones.
Yeah, you're locked in.
And that's how I carry with my kid. No phones.
Yeah.
Once you step in the gym, it's no phones. I should not see a phone. Only time I should see a phone is if I'm turning on some music and we're working out. Other than that, no. So I agree with that 100% too.
You want guys to be locked in. Locked in,
because that little second of you distraction, you miss that, and that can happen in the fight.
And that happens in a fight, man. That's all it takes. Yeah,
yes,
that's all it takes. And now, are you somebody that keeps an avid eye on the sport? As far as like from a fan standpoint, do you watch a lot of other guys? Are there guys that you're a fan of right now that you enjoy watching?
I see. The crazy thing is, I do and I don't. I do and I don't. No, don't cut that on yet. I do and I don't. Like, of course, I'm a fan of Gervonta Davis, Tank. We grew up together.
Yep. Okay.
But honestly, I'm a major fan of Jaron Ennis. I love Jaron Ennis.
Boots. Sure.
I love Boots.
Yeah.
I like Boots. Shakur Stevenson. Coach Stevenson is beyond gifted. You know what I mean? But other than that, I love Usyk too.
Yes.
I love Usyk. Usyk is my favorite fighter.
Yeah, that's why I asked the thing about the prime, because we are seeing a lot of guys performing at a high level and they're pushing 40 years old and they still look like they've turned back the clock.
Yes. And so
and
the crazy thing about that is like, I know for a fact I can fight cruiserweight. I can fight heavyweight. I know I can because my skill set, my mental, and everything. But it's more so an ego thing for me. I don't like looking. I like keeping my six pack. I like keeping. I like staying in shape. So if I fight those weights, I'm not going to look the way I want to look.
Right.
But I will say this. I'm at a point in my life where as though I'm really at 32 years old, I'm really just learning about what to do with money and how to keep making more and more money. Right. So if I was to get back in the ring, of course I'm not doing it for the money, but it would have to pay a lot of money. You know what I mean? It would have to pay a lot of money. Because
Is it hard for you? Is it hard for you? Is it hard for you to end your career? I know obviously fighters have a lot of pride. Is it hard for you to end the career on an L? Is that hard for you as a fighter?
It's not because I did it before. It's not my first time saying I
Yeah.
was retired.
Yeah.
So no, it's not. Because I don't even look at things as an L anymore because, but like I said, my way of thinking about boxing
Yeah.
is about life. How you are in the fight is how you are inside of your life. You know what I mean?
That's probably mentally healthy. It's probably,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
it is mentally healthy. Nah, definitely. So, no, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't
But
bother me at all.
some guys might want to be like, damn, I want to go out on a win. I got
That's
to
the
get that
ego.
W.
That's
Yeah,
the
you're
ego.
right.
That's the
You're right.
ego.
It is.
That's the
Yeah.
ego. That's the ego. I remove that from mine. And like, of course, don't get me wrong. In my last fight, it was a lot of things that could have been better. That some things that went wrong. So it's like, at the end of the day, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. It was his time. It's his time to shine. Now it's my time to shine, but just in a different light.
And where did you get this mindset from of like, shrinking the ego down? A lot of these mental things that you're talking about that really seem conducive to like a healthy like mindset, man. Is this from reading?
Yeah.
Is this from like studying somebody? Is this
Yeah.
from just
So
adapting your own philosophy?
yeah. So I do a lot of reading. I
Yeah,
do a lot
I
of
do
reading,
too.
and
Me too.
um, I do a lot of reading, man. And when the things that I read, it's like I wish I knew this. I wish I knew about these things when I was 16, 17,
Yeah,
18, 19 years old.
right.
It was like I was getting on the verge of it, but it's like boxing took off for me at a young age. I was 20 years old.
Yeah,
I was 20 years old. I was 10-0, 10 knockouts, like 7 in the first round. I went down to Miami to go visit Mike Tyson. They wanted to sign me. So life just took a toll on me at a young age.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm a young 20-year-old kid that come from nothing.
right.
I mean, of course, my mom went broke. All Every time my mom got paid, all her money was gone. Why? Because she wasted her money on me and her buying clothes, shoes. So that part, yeah, that was cool, but that's not life. That's not living.
Right,
That's
right.
not living. And now that I'm of age and I understand, I'm like, okay, I came from nothing, you know?
Yeah,
So when the
yeah,
money came, when money was coming in and I'm getting recognized, Mike Tyson, man. I'm got pictures with Mike Tyson, Kimbo Slice. It went to my head. My ego was blasted. So
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
I learned all those things from reading books and really understanding what living life really is. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's like now that I understand it and I know that every day in life is a lesson to learn. It's like, man, like whether I win or lose, I know it's a lesson in it. It's
right,
a lesson in
right,
winning, it's a lesson in losing. So
right.
like it's I know it'll probably sound weird, but but it's just how I look at life now, man. And I put that into the kids that I train. Even though, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a loser. I want to win. Like I'm far, like I don't want you to think that me talking right now is like, oh yeah, man, this guy's a loser. Nah, it's not that. It's just I see life and I look at life a lot differently because every every example of life that I can give you is through boxing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's through boxing. Like I can't really have a conversation with telling somebody or what I've been through without involving boxing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Boxing always enters the equation. Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So
It
it's
does.
it's a
Yeah,
part of who I am. You know what I mean?
right.
So it's like, man, I didn't been through everything that you could think of. I blew through money, had a lot of women,
Yep.
I had a lot of distractions. Um, I have kids, 3 kids, thankful for, I'm blessed for, and like I I've been to the mountaintop.
Do you
I've been
feel
to
like
the
you got
mountaintop.
regrets? You feel like you got regrets, or is that part of like is that part of your mental journey? Kind of getting rid of those as well.
I kind of and I really don't like saying I don't regret anything because at the same time I do.
Yeah.
I do regret. I regret a lot of things. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I do like I regret so many things, man. Because now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I look back like, dog, like what were you
The
doing?
hell was I doing? Yeah.
Yeah,
What
right,
was I
right,
thinking?
right. But
Yeah.
but I look at it like this: I would never. If I didn't do those things, I would never be here mentally.
It's the journey. It is.
It's a
Yeah.
journey.
It's
It's a
the journey.
journey.
Yeah. It's the
But
journey.
I do the ego in me. I hell yeah, I regret it
Yeah. But
because
when you're
life could
talking
be
about
so
those books,
different.
though, but when you're talking about those books that you're reading now, and wishing you knew that stuff back then, though, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
If you've got yourself in a place right now in life,
Uh-huh.
where being a teacher, is the
Yes.
role you want to take on, then those books, I always seem to find that books seem to find you at the right time in life. You know what I mean?
That's
Information,
exactly. Exactly. Yes, sir. And
At the time
man,
you need them too. At the time you need them,
at
man. You
the
hear certain words, you hear certain, you read certain
man,
things. Like just what that boxer said the other day. There's
yes,
coaches and there's not enough teachers. I
yes,
kind of rudimented on that for a while and thought, damn, that's deep, man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For a young
yeah,
guy, in his
yeah,
20s to be saying that and already noticing
yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes. That's powerful, man. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because it took me about I was 30 years old until I realized like, dang, like you really not a coach. It's about who's teaching you.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I had a guy, not a guy. He's like my big brother. He's a he trains me. His name is Troy Jackson. Um, he trained in Upton with Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny.
Yep.
And man, like when I started working with him, that's when I understood. Like, whoa, like it was so many things in boxing that I wasn't being taught that I didn't understand.
Right.
And once I started working with him, I understood.
Yeah. Yeah. That's and so when you got into the sport, obviously, you're not going to compete anymore. You're 32 years old. When you got into the sport, did you
Uh-huh.
think about a certain length of career? I mean, like, did you have a strategy or like a time when you said, I'm not going to fight past a certain age, or I'm not going to fight more than X amount of fights?
35,
Did you have your career mapped out to
35,
that extent?
35,
So you were going to be done at
35,
35 no matter what.
35, no matter
Yeah.
what.
And now, why
No
did
matter
you
what.
arrive at that number, man? Like, why did that feel like the right age?
To me, because when I was 20 years old and I was doing the things I was doing, I was like, you know what? A good 15-year run is good for me.
Would the narrative have changed if you were maybe like 34, 35, sitting on like a world title and everything was going fantastic? Could it have changed?
Nah,
No.
I didn't
You were
change.
locked in. You were locked into
It's
35.
locked in at
Yeah.
35.
Yeah.
Because number one, I realized at a young age that I was a people's person. And that it's nothing that I can't do. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm barbering. You know what I mean? I'm a
Yeah.
barber. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and I started barbering when I was 16. When I was 16 years old.
Okay.
So I knew when I was 20 and I seen how things took off, 21, 22, 23. I'm like, 35 is a good age because even though I didn't really understand what to do with my money back then, I knew I was going to find a way.
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah.
to find a way.
Yeah.
35, bro, like 30, to be still getting hit in my head at 38, 39,
Yeah.
40 years old. Don't get me wrong, you can do it, but it's not healthy.
And for people that may not have seen you box during your career, how would you have assessed your style? Obviously, we know there's knockout artists there, which you have a
Yeah.
lot of knockouts, man.
I would say
Is that a fair assessment of your style, or are there other layers to your game that maybe you'd want people to know and appreciate?
I would say, I'm a good boxer puncher.
Yeah.
Good boxer puncher. But man, it's literally, man, it was nothing I couldn't do in the ring.
Yeah.
It was nothing I couldn't do. I didn't show everything in each and every fight, but if you watch me, if you study me, you can know, man, it's nothing I can't do.
Did you
Nothing.
feel like did you feel like the first time you went into a boxing gym that it came natural, or was it kind of like an uphill battle? Was it hard for you, or did you get in there and be like, wow, this is coming pretty natural?
It was natural, man, because like I said, I've been in the gym since I was 6.
Yeah.
Been in the gym since I was 6. And I remember I was 7 years old. I was sparring guys that was older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I think it came pretty natural.
I think one of
Yeah.
the big glaring problems, man, and I just had this discussion too, and I'd like to get your feeling on it because you are somebody that has had health issues. I think a glaring problem in the sport right now, and like I said, I just had this conversation with somebody who is on in some difficult times, and he's a past fighter. There's not anything in place for fighters after their career, and I think there's an illusion that because we've seen you guys on TV, that everybody's just sitting on a pile of money somewhere because we wrote But lots of guys are going through CTE, medical problems, bills piling up, man. And not everybody is Floyd Mayweather worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, that's a problem. It's a problem in the sport.
That's a major problem. Like, that's why I keep saying, one second. Hey, y'all, stop. I know I'm doing a interview. Chill out. Relax. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. Listen, man. Hey, listen, I got 3 kids and 6 grandkids. I know, man. I know the struggle.
Yes. But that's why I don't know if you remember, I said earlier, boxing is not a sport.
Yeah.
Boxing is not a sport. We don't have no retirement plan.
Right.
We don't have no health insurance. We don't have health insurance. Listen, boxing, if you Google it, boxing is the toughest sport in the world.
Hands down.
We don't have health insurance.
Yeah. It's scary. It's scary. It's scary for the fact that when guys are making $25 million purses, I don't know if this is the answer or not. The alphabet organizations get sanctioning fees for the belts. There's money there. You know what I mean? If I was a fighter who looked at these guys from the past and idolized them, I would have no problem saying, hey, I'm making $25 million for this fight. Shave $1 million off of that and put it into a kitty for these fighters that really need it. I can live with $24 million.
Man, yes. And you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm going to, because I'm not. Even though I'm done as a fighter, but I'm far done from boxing, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try my best to do that, to try to implement that, man.
Well, let me know because I would love to be a partner.
I don't know how.
To help. Yeah.
I don't know how, but I'm gonna find a way.
I'm not sure what the answer is either, man. But I know that when they have these events, pay-per-view dollars roll in. There's money from the arenas. There's sanctioning fees. There's big purses. You know what I mean? Where guys, I think, could take a small percentage of it and just put it into something. So there's stuff for fighters that are going through stuff. You know what I mean? It is a brutal sport. And people are doing it for our entertainment. We're home and we're cheering for these guys. We want blood, we want guts, we want knockouts. But then when these guys are when it's all said and done, there's nothing in place for them.
Nothing in place. Like if I didn't have if my brother didn't have his barbershop and stuff like that, man, I would be out here looking for a job.
Yeah.
I'll be out here looking for a job, because like I said, I have 3 kids. The best thing I could have did though was get life insurance.
Yes.
And the only reason why I got life insurance was because I almost lost my life. So it was like, okay, I gotta have that for them because you never know.
Right.
Never know.
Right. Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
And so you were still in the midst of your career when you had the kidney problem. How did it affect you? How, you still continue to fight. How did it affect you as a fighter? Do you feel like in a lot of ways it was a roadblock and stopped you from maybe more success?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Because number one, I didn't take a long enough break. My kidneys failed in May.
Yeah.
I got off dialysis in July. And I was fighting in October.
Yeah.
Like it was too soon. I should have took a whole year off. You know what I mean? I was 5 months after my kidneys failed, I was back in the ring.
Why did you feel like you had to get back so quick? Was there pressure?
No, it wasn't no pressure. It was just me. The mentality. Fighter mentality.
Yeah.
And that was the only way I was getting paid. I didn't want to get a job. I didn't want to work. I wanted to fight.
Were there people around you? Were there people around you that were close to you that were saying, hey, DEMOND, pull back a little, chill out? Was there anybody that could have got to you and reasoned with you in that situation?
Nah.
No. It's the fighting. It's the fighter's pride. Yeah.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Fighter. I gotta get back. I want to get back. Right before my kidneys failed, I had just won the WBC title.
Yep.
In August 2018. Then I fought again. I fought another guy. He was a tough guy, knocked him out. Then I fought a guy named Jesse Niccolo from Baltimore. I had knocked all three of them guys out. So right there, my ego was boosted.
Yeah.
Before then, I didn't knock anybody out for like a year or two.
Yeah.
So the fact that I switched trainers, I'm working with Coach Calvin in Baltimore. I got 3 knockouts in a row. Nah, my kidneys fail. Oh nah.
You're like, I'm on a streak. I'm on a hot streak.
I'm on a
Yeah.
streak.
Yeah.
I'm on a streak. There's no pulling back. I got
And
it.
and when it comes to sports, you don't mess with a streak.
No,
you don't mess with it.
no. But if you think about it, before then, after that, I didn't have no more knockouts. All my fights went the distance. So I guess when my kidneys fail, I lost a part of myself.
Is there anybody on that resume that you would say gave you your toughest fight? Anybody that you would credit with giving you your toughest fight? You got some incredible names, man, and some real tough dudes on your resume.
And the crazy thing about it, and whoever, if they ever see this, but I've never fought a fighter that was better than me. Not ever. Like I ever fought a fighter that was better than me. It was all the fights that I had. I seen what they was doing wrong, but it was just at that moment, I just couldn't pull the trigger the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was you. So the toughest opponent was yourself, essentially.
There we go.
Yeah. That's gotta be. Yeah.
And it may sound crazy, but that's the absolute truth. I was my toughest opponent, man.
Yeah.
Any fight I lost, I beat myself.
And so, what will life after boxing now look like for you? Now that you've given me this big exclusive on here that you have officially retired, man. I see you're at the gym. What is the dream? What is the goal? Is it to have your own gym?
Well, I do. This is my gym.
Oh, okay, it's yours. Okay.
Yeah, that's my gym. Yep.
Okay.
So, well, right now, man, it's just keep on going, man. Keep stepping. Keep repping my home,
Yep.
I'm having fun, man. I can't lie to you. How you doing? I can't lie to you, man. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing, training the kids. It's like I get a chance to relive it all over again.
Right.
Because I know what I'm going to put in their mind mentally. I know what they're doing physically. So they don't have to kill themselves. I'm not going to allow them to kill themselves.
Right.
I'm going to get them better. And, man, I don't know if you pay attention, but I have my son, man. My son is 9 years old, and he's a phenom.
Really?
A phenom, man. My son had a football game this weekend. He ran 160 yards, had like 9 tackles.
So he's a phenom on the football field.
Yes, and track. Track.
And so no interest in boxing though.
And he can box. He can box.
Okay, now you as a guy who did it, man, and knows that there's a dirty side, a political side, you wouldn't want that for your son? No.
I don't want it. But I'm more sort of parent, like, man, look, whatever you tell me you want to do, I'm going to allow you to do it.
Right.
So if he wants to, like, he tells me like that, I want to get a fight, I'm going to let him get a fight.
Yeah.
Just see how it is.
Just to taste it. Yeah.
Just
to get a taste. But it's not something you want for him long term.
No.
And what if he really digs his heels in and it seems like it's something that he really wants? Obviously, you seem like a supportive.
We're gonna have to go on that journey.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah,
but it will be a lot different from how it went for me.
Right.
A lot more different, a lot more strategic, a lot more professional, and it's gonna be done right.
Yeah, and you can obviously arm him with a lot of information and a lot of knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I got my little brother. He's training. He fights now. So do I want him to fight? No, but he does. So I got him. You know what I mean?
Right. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah. It's always family over everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, listen, man. I am so glad we got to do this, man. I've done north of 280 of these, man, but this is what I love, man. Just diving in and having these real conversations, man. You know what I mean? That's what I strive to do here, man. And I really enjoyed this. I got your number. We will definitely do this again.
And thank you for allowing me to speak my piece, man. I appreciate that.
That's what I'm about, man. And I'm glad we're in touch now, man. We'll definitely do this again for sure.
Definitely, man. Hey, like you said, you got my number, man. Just feel free.
Yeah.
If I ever want to do an interview, I got something to speak on. I can hit you.
Please, you got a platform here whenever you want, man. Anytime. You're always welcome, man, for sure.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate it.
Thank
We'll
you.
talk again soon, my friend. God
Definitely,
bless,
man. Have
man.
a blessed one.
Thank you. You too, my friend. Bye-bye. There he goes, folks. The best at it. DEMOND Nicholson. And you know what? Come to think of it, man, now that he's retired, I'm going to ask him if I can have the nickname, because when it comes to this podcasting thing, I think I'm the best at it. Come on, that's a conversation right there. You know what we do, man. That's how we move all over the board with it, man. We got down to the brass tacks in that one, man, and we moved all over, man. Talked about a lot of deep shit, man, and that's where I like to go with these conversations, man. And it's always great when you got a willing conversation partner like DEMOND. Listen, man, we covered a lot of ground, man, and spoke a lot of truth on there about the boxing journey, how tough it is, the pitfalls, the highs, the lows. Just we covered a lot of ground. Let's just put it that way, man. That's what I love to do, man. So thank you so much to DEMOND Nicholson. I'll say he's the best at it on podcasts. This might be a second career for him. I want him to think about that. When he watches this back. DEMOND, think about it, man. It comes natural, man. A natural conversationalist, man. That's what makes it easy when you're a podcaster, having guests like that. So big ups to him, man. Salute. Really, really enjoyed that one. So I'll go back into promotion mode again. And first of all, let me say before I go into promotion mode, extremely happy as a nurse and a healthcare provider that above and beyond anything else, DEMOND's health is doing well. He looks happy. He looks healthy. He looks like he's in a good place. And I'm glad for that. As a person who is a fan, and you know, whoever I have on this podcast, like I say it all the time, I don't just pick names out of a hat. They're on my radar. They're on here for a reason. I love and respect what they do. DEMOND is no different, man. I've watched many of his fights, love what he does. So as a fan, super happy to get to know him and super happy that he is in a good place and doing well, man. So now I'll go really quick because I did get the promotional stuff in right before he got on here, man. But I'll give it to you one more time. Make sure to like and follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. Tap in with us there for updates on new episodes and lots of other big boxing news, man. I do my best to keep y'all in the loop. If it's popping off in the fight game, I will keep you guys informed. So tap in with us there. And also anything you want to chit-chat about, hit me in the comment section, hit me through the Facebook page, guests that you might want to see, suggestions, ideas, stuff that you can't stand. I don't know. I'm receptive, though. I'm willing to hear anybody out, man. So hit me up. By the way, again, thank you to the viewers, the subscribers, the guests, the channel. I've been checking the analytics. We had a crazy month, over 30,000 views between the episodes and the YouTube shorts. So we are really popping off here at Off the Couch Boxing, man. And that's thanks to you guys. So appreciate you guys to the utmost. So tap in with us on Facebook. And of course, if you're here on the channel right now, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to smash that notification bell to stay tapped in. This is where you really need to be if you want to get down and hear those amazing conversations. So be here on this channel and check out those past episodes. I know I say it all the time, but it is a treasure trove of amazing conversations. Like I said, we're north of 280 episodes, and there's literally something for everybody. If you're looking for conversations with the OGs, the legends of the sport, we got them. If you're looking for the future stars, the young up-and-coming amazing fighters, they're going to be carrying this sport forward, we got them. So literally dive in, check out the episodes, and you will understand why I make the bold claim that we are the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of boxing podcasts. We are. And the good news is you too can be a champion. Yes, you can. And the formula is very simple. All you got to do is continue to stay tapped in with Off the Couch Boxing and continue to roll with the champs. Peace.